Johanna Perez. She preached health. She lived clean. She looked unbreakable. And yet, just days after celebrating her 35th birthday, she was gone. Johanna Perez wasn't a typical fitness influencer. She wasn't selling shortcuts, no shady pills, no steroid talk. Her message was raw and real. Eat clean, train hard, stay natural. Her fans believed in her not just for her physique, but for her discipline. Her lifestyle was her brand, one built on smoothies, sunlight, and strength. So when her family announced her death, just 3 days after she posted joyful birthday photos, people were stunned. No cause of death, no explanation, no warning signs. This wasn't supposed to happen. She was supposed to be the example of how to live longer. She had just thanked God for another magical year. She had asked for health, happiness, and peace. Johanna was one of the first women in Panama to dominate professional bodybuilding. She turned her journey into inspiration, building a loyal following who trusted every word she said. And now, all they're left with are questions. How does someone so healthy die so suddenly? What are we not being told? Joe Lindner, Joesthetics. He looked like a machine, pure muscle. No weakness, but his heart had other plans. Joe Lindner, better known online as Joesthetics, built an empire on strength. Millions followed him for his shredded physique, workout routines, and brutal honesty about bodybuilding. Unlike many influencers, Joe never hid the truth. He openly talked about his use of testosterone and the toll that extreme fitness can take on the human body. And then, in June 2023, his girlfriend shared a heartbreaking message. Joe had died suddenly from an aneurysm. He was just 30. What shook everyone wasn't just how he died, but how soon he seemed to know something was wrong. Just weeks before his death, Joe posted about an unusual health scare. He said his muscles were cramping, and he feared it was due to his hormone levels being off. He even mentioned he might be suffering from a rare condition affecting his heart. Nobody expected that would be his last warning. The man who looked unbreakable on the outside had no time to fix what was breaking inside. His death wasn't just a loss to fans, it was a wake-up call. Behind every perfect body is a risk no one talks about. Chris O'Donnell, CreoD. He didn't post about abs, meal plans, or workout tips, but he did show you what survival looked like, one gym session at a time. Chris O'Donnell, better known online as CreoD, wasn't your typical influencer. He wasn't chasing aesthetics. He was chasing something deeper, peace. His videos often showed his quiet, solitary workouts at night, paired with captions about anxiety, discipline, and finding purpose. He didn't speak much, but his presence said everything. And then, in January 2024, the silence became permanent. News broke that Chris had passed away unexpectedly. He was just 26. There was no long goodbye. No explanation, but if you look closely at his last posts, they felt like signs. One caption read, "The quiet is louder these days." Another, "Just trying to hold on." To his followers, it now feels like he was leaving a trail, not of workouts, but of warning signs. His death stunned the fitness community, not because of how he looked, but because of how deeply he was hurting behind it all. CreoD didn't die from weights or overtraining. He died from something far heavier, silence. Ilia Goolam. He looked like a monster straight out of a comic book. 6 feet tall, 340 pounds of pure bulk with 25-inch arms that could crush a watermelon like paper. But behind this mountain of muscle was a man quietly breaking down, and no one saw it coming. Ilia Goolam was not a pro athlete, not a stage competitor. But he didn't need a gold medal to become a legend. He built his kingdom online, through unfiltered YouTube videos, raw Instagram reels, and a life that seemed to defy human limits. A 16,500 calorie a day lifestyle. 7 meals that included 108 pieces of sushi and 2.5 kilos of steak. 20 protein shakes a day. He didn't just show you what strength looked like. He showed you what it cost. He told fans everything. The hormones, the steroids, the pain. No lies, no filters, just the truth. From a man who once couldn't do a push-up and turned himself into a living Hulk. But on September 6th, his heart gave out. 2 days in a coma, a hospital bed, and then silence. His wife, Anna, stayed by his side, begging for a miracle, for a heartbeat. And when it came back, for 2 whole days, hope returned, only to be crushed when doctors said his brain had already died. Ilia passed on September 8th, 2024, just 36 years old. Gone, not from weakness, but from the brutal chase for more. More size, more strength, more views. In the end, even the most monstrous physique couldn't protect the boy who just wanted to look like a superhero. Richard Simmons. He made the world laugh, cry, and move, all while wearing glittery tank tops and dolphin shorts. Richard Simmons wasn't just a fitness guru. He was a lifeline for millions struggling with weight and self-worth. But on July 13th, 2024, That bright, bouncing energy dimmed forever. Born in New Orleans, Richard was once a bullied, overweight teen. But instead of giving up, he turned his pain into power. He launched Sweatin' to the Oldies, a joyful, body-positive workout that sold over 20 million copies. His flamboyant style and kindness made him a TV icon in the 80s and 90s. Then came the silence. In 2014, Richard disappeared from the spotlight. Rumors spread. Was he being held hostage? Was he sick? In truth, he was battling chronic knee pain and deep emotional wounds. He wanted the world to remember him as he was, full of joy. Just months before his passing, he posted to fans, "Please don't rain on my parade." And now, as the curtain falls, those words hit harder than ever. Raechelle Chase. Raechelle Chase, a renowned New Zealand fitness influencer and professional bodybuilder, passed away suddenly on October 6th, 2023, at the age of 41. She was a mother of 5 and had over 1.4 million followers on Facebook, where she inspired many with her motivational posts on fitness and positivity. Chase made history in 2011 as the first New Zealand woman to compete in the prestigious Olympia bodybuilding competition in Las Vegas. Beyond her athletic achievements, she was featured on more than 14 fitness magazine covers and was known for her candid discussions about personal challenges, including single motherhood and overcoming adversity. Her death is currently under investigation by New Zealand authorities, with the cause yet to be determined. Tributes have poured in from fans and loved ones, highlighting her supportive nature and the profound impact she had on many lives. Her eldest daughter, Anna, described her as a wildly driven woman with ambition, who inspired millions worldwide. Raechelle Chase's legacy continues to motivate individuals in the fitness community and beyond. Gabriel Frightus. He was once 400 kilograms, trapped in a body that felt like a prison. Gabriel Frightus, the Brazilian fitness influencer, didn't become famous because he had abs. He became famous because he lost nearly 200 kilograms with nothing but raw determination and heartbreak fueling him. He inspired millions when he appeared on television in 2017, showing the world what willpower looked like. No surgery, no shortcuts, just pain, sweat, and a dream to live again. His YouTube channel, Meu Universo Paralelo, became a safe space for those struggling with obesity. But the story didn't end with a happy transformation. Behind the cameras, Gabriel was breaking. After losing his father and brother, grief hit him like a wrecking ball. Slowly, the weight came back. The motivation began to slip. He reached 380 kilograms again, but he didn't stop trying. On December 30th, 2024, Gabriel died in his sleep from a heart attack. He was only 37. His best friend said, "He died trying. He fought to the end." Gabriel didn't just lose weight. He carried the weight of so many who felt invisible. And even in his final breath, he remained what he always was, a fighter. Jackson Tippet, a rising star in the fitness world, tragically passed away at the age of 30 on November 10th, 2024, while on a trip to Turkey. His sudden death shocked the fitness community, and his family confirmed that he likely suffered a heart attack just days after celebrating his 30th birthday. Jackson had been very open about his struggles with steroid use, a topic that he shared with his followers in hopes of educating others. In 2017, Tippet found himself in legal trouble after being arrested for possessing steroids and testosterone. The charges resulted in a fine of $4,000, but he used this experience as a turning point in his life. Over the years, he made a remarkable comeback, transforming his story into one of redemption. He began to inspire others through social media, where his honest posts about mental health, fitness, and recovery resonated with his growing audience of over 225,000 followers. Before his untimely death, Jackson had shared a powerful Instagram post on his 30th birthday, listing 30 life lessons. His final piece of advice: growing old beats the alternative, dying young. His death came as a devastating reminder of how fragile life can be, especially for someone who had worked so hard to overcome his past struggles. Following his passing, his family launched a GoFundMe campaign to bring his body back home, raising over $21,000. Larissa Borges, a 33-year-old Brazilian fitness influencer, tragically passed away on August 28, 2023, after suffering a double cardiac arrest. Her family confirmed the news through a heartfelt message on her Instagram account, describing her as young, kind, and lovely, and expressing the overwhelming pain of her loss. Borges had been hospitalized on August 20th in Gramado, Brazil, following the first cardiac arrest. She remained in a coma for a week before experiencing a second cardiac arrest, which led to her passing. A preliminary investigation suggested that intoxication might have been a contributing factor, with reports indicating possible ingestion of narcotic substances combined with alcohol. Authorities have conducted a post-mortem examination to determine the exact cause of death. Before her untimely death, Borges had amassed over 33,000 followers on Instagram, where she shared content related to fitness, fashion, and travel. Her final post, taken at an indoor ski park, featured her in a winter coat with the caption, "I can believe in tomorrow." Her passing serves as a poignant reminder of the importance of health and well-being, even for those who appear to lead active and healthy lifestyles. Mila De Jesus, a 35-year-old weight loss influencer who had touched the hearts of millions with her story, tragically passed away on January 12, 2024. Her sudden death left her family, friends, and over 100,000 followers devastated. Mila's journey was one of transformation and resilience. After undergoing bariatric surgery in 2017, she lost a staggering 150 pounds and shared every step of her journey with the world. But Mila's story wasn't just about weight loss. She was incredibly open about her personal struggles, including a battle with psoriasis that affected 80% of her body. Despite this, she continued to inspire her followers with her strength and positivity. One of her posts read, "Don't give up, persistence, focused on the mission," words that resonated deeply with those who followed her journey. In September 2023, Mila married the love of her life, George Kaushik, and just a few months later, her life was cut short. Her untimely death was a reminder to everyone of how fragile life is, no matter how strong and healthy we appear on the outside. Mila's passing serves as a poignant reminder of the importance of health and well-being, even for those who seem to have it all. She leaves behind a legacy of strength, hope, and inspiration that will continue to touch hearts long after she's gone. Miguel Gilar. Miguel Gilar, a 43-year-old fitness influencer and founder of Self-Made Training Facility, tragically passed away on December 21, 2024, after a 3-month battle following a violent robbery attempt. On September 13, 2024, Aguilar and his wife were attacked outside their Bel Air home by armed assailants. During the altercation, Aguilar was shot multiple times, including a devastating shot to the face. Despite immediate medical attention, he fought for his life for 3 months before succumbing to his injuries. Known for his entrepreneurial spirit, Aguilar had revolutionized the personal training industry. His self-made training facility chain, with locations across the U.S., was not just a business, but a community for fitness professionals. Aguilar's dedication to fitness, health, and mentorship inspired many aspiring trainers and clients alike. His impact was felt far beyond the walls of his gyms, as he mentored countless people on their fitness journeys. Aguilar's death sent shockwaves through the fitness world. He is remembered not only for his success as a businessman, but for his warm personality, leadership, and the deep love he had for his family. His legacy will continue to inspire those who knew him.